月色倒映在西湖，我篝火点亮这蜡烛，我从光明到迷途，我就像拔剑中了毒。
Okay, sorry about that intro. I just wanted to make some edit and they're kind of itchy. Anyways, today I decided to make a new series where I break down games that I play, hoping to teach you a thing or two about Yone and how to carry with him. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll just jump right into the video. Sadly, I didn't record this video, so it is in VOD format. I'll just make sure to do that, have it in my perspective for the future, but it shouldn't be too much worse. Anyways, coming out of Fountain, I like going for a Raptor's Ward, especially in matchups where you are likely going to be turtling under turret, which is why I take the bush. Sneak this ward when minions are almost to lane to make it easier to jungle track. However, Yorick places a ward at the river, so we can no longer place that Raptor's Ward, since Annie will likely poke us for doing so. From this ward alone, we can't really tell where he will be starting, whether it's topside or both. So just ignore it and then we move on into lane. For Yone mid, the toughest part is just making through level 1 and 2 as we will be getting poked. However, Annie is not pressuring us really hard, so make sure to utilize that for lane prio. But Annie is still a mage, so we can just crash this second wave and put a Raptor's Ward down to know where Yorick started, and so we can spot him on Raptors with red buff, knowing that he will be pathing down. With the next wave, do the same thing as before to try and hit level 3. While Annie hit level 3 before us, there isn't much that she can do without passive. Using Annie's CS timing, we get Q3, blocking her damage with W. Since she has no passive, EQ3 in her for an extended trade, making it a beneficial trade. We also know that Yorick is bot side, so I'm leaning towards top river in case he ever comes to gank. Coming to 5 minutes, my bot lane ended up getting dove by Yorick, making the score 0-3. Since Yorick spent extra time diving, Kha'Zix knows that his clear would be slower the second time around as he has to start from topside again, so he decides to invade his wolves. Unfortunately, this was spotted by Annie's ward. Annie leaves the lane to find Kha'Zix. While it would be tempting to leave the wave and help, Kha'Zix is deep in enemy territory with the enemy bot off vision. This means even if we leave the lane, we will likely get outnumbered, so it is best to just shove the wave. After, we can try to guide Kha'Zix away from danger. Annie uses her ult to clear the wave and takes a reset because she is out of mana. I decide to take the next wave as well because we have TP to make up for it and we will base with more gold. I'll tell you in the subtitle what I bought since I closed the tap thing, but TPing back to lane, I don't help jungle with grubs because I see that Urgot pushed in the wave. With Urgot's prio, Kha'Zix invades Yorick's red, and since he isn't spotted there, it's safe to say that Yorick is on Drake. After shoving the wave, I go into our jungle to place a ward to see if Yorick is invading. Turns out that he is invading, and since he did it so fast, Kha'Zix decides to just give because of our bot lane, I'm assuming. But on the way back, Annie randomly places R, and we utilize this mistake to all-in her. We base again after shoving the wave, and with this we have achieved yonetop at 10 minutes. These days, people tend to play really safe, so the tempo is actually quite slow, so we don't need to try and force anything, just scale and stack yonetop. After a while, grubs come back, so the plan is to shove the wave and go help since we know Yorick is also topside. However, they come for a gank, and I don't flash here because I know they can't kill me instantly after Yorick misses E, and Annie used flash to try and escape earlier. After a failed attempt to stun me or kill me, Kha'Zix chases in and we find a really good flash angle, securing 6 grubs. However, our bot turret fell at this time, so we switched lanes to go bot. Kha'Zix and I sneak Drake, taking the gamble that their team won't come straight to it. We continue side laning, backing off when Annie throws, but Yorick ganks again. Utilizing the bush, we get a Q off and set up for another ult angle that Annie flashes out of. Instead of leaving, they continue to chase me. With Q3 in hand, we can kill either one, but I chose Annie since picking Yorick meant that Annie would escape if Kha'Zix wasn't there. At an HP like this, instead of basing, continue to take the turret because we know the location of every enemy and it is not possible to die here. It is really important to make the most out of everything, or else it really is hard to carry games when your team is not doing so well. After basing, we come back to the sad news that Kha'Zix got jumped in his jungle, so we go to defend his camps and then protect dead Urgot's turret. Since we can buy items here, we TP back and just brainlessly go in because Kha'Zix is sitting there. Use ult right before his E ends to negate the CC, getting us a shutdown on Jax and another turret for me. Looking at the map, there's a random skirmish going down at bot lane, meaning no one will be able to stop me from continuing to push, allowing us to hog even more gold to carry harder. We come back bot lane with the goal of being enemy bot tier 2. Dragon spawns, we get into our first team fight with our focus being on Ezreal. Securing the Drake, we take resources from the enemy jungle, and since they are respawning, we can push for pot tier 2 and just simply reset. Since there isn't much left to do top lane, we go bot again in prep of Adacon. We help Urgot, who engages in a fight with Jax, and while he landed a good ult, our team was a bit too slow. While we did end up getting 2, Kha'Zix face checks the bush and instantly got bursted down by Annie. Both teams give up Adacon, and I go top lane to continue farming and snowballing, TPing down if they need me. Instead of just basing here, I decided to fight Jax simply because I was confident I would win. I made a mistake here of not taking top inhib turret and instead just based and got nothing done, but no big deal. I sneak Adacon with Kha'Zix, continued to take Yorick's resources and find a off vision dive with the Edge of Night blocking her CC. Sadly, not enough minions for tier 2, so I just take Yorick's camp instead of helping Kha'Zix with Drake since I know nothing can make us lose it. I'm extremely fed here with a 700 bounty, so I decide to GA. Usually I would either get armor pen or DD first. While I base, we tried to sneak Baron as well, but was caught and ended up giving Baron because of it. I tried to find a pick here with my gold advantage, but all we got was Yorick. Resetting, we continue our crusade on bot tier 2, and while I know I didn't play it perfect, but is this really okay? I mean, LDR and DD would have led me to kill him, but still losing GA like this is sad. Finally, we get bot tier 2, and after some peaceful farming here and there, we get ready for Soul. However, with the lack of vision and Urgot being top, I decided to gamble it and try to pick off Yorick. Unfortunately, this did lead to my death since I did not eat back in time, but at the very least, my sacrifice led to Kha'Zix stealing the Drake, obtaining Soul for us. We decided to rush Baron because of our objective and gold advantages, taking it before they can even react. With Baron, we took a 131 to apply pressure on their team, and they responded with a 5-man on mid. Urgot and I instantly TP in, cleaning up the team fight and ultimately winning the game. Overall, we finished with 11.5 CS per minute, and I'd say that's pretty impressive. Thanks for watching. You might as well like and subscribe since you watched till the end, but let me know in the comments if I should make more of these. Bye bye.